And we're back. Well, the time has finally arrived. Our first race as a main driver. Last time it was the Spanish Grand Prix, and I don't remember where we finished. I believe we finished sixth, something like that. I believe. Let me check. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. We finished sixth at the Spanish Grand Prix, and we left the season. We left the test championship as the championship leaders, and now we have to deal with our first main race. And yeah, I have absolutely no idea how things are going to go, but yeah, let's hope for a good race. And they say let's really hope for a good race because yeah, I qualified poorly, so yeah. Of course, before we begin the race, on your screen at the current championship standings, as of this, the current championship standings. Yes, I finally ran all the races up until this point, and one thing that I can say is that the reason why John Maverick is leading the championship is because the guy is unironically the only one that has scored points in every single race. So, yeah. In any case. Let's load the save file. Okay. And so, the starting grid. We're starting on with Brad Greenigo starting on pole position. Alongside it will be Gary McCarthy. Then it's Dean Kielsen and Marcus de Broeker. Then it's championship leader John Maverick, Michael Pedersen, Daniel Thomas, Joseph Gilson, Chris Warrington, Charlie Yalving, Sebastian Nell, who, by the way, actually won the championship in the real thing. Tobias Ketterer, Greg O'Brien, Chris Copeman, Rico Van Smeren. I have a story for him for this race. Eric Monet, Norbert Horvath, Jack Alliker, Jay Clegg, Carlos Rodriguez, Tommy Carolina, and ourselves as last. And for the ones asking, yes, this is indeed the same Jay Clegg that one was part of the Grand Prix Rejects community, or at least I still believe he is. And two is the same guy that works at Autosport. So, yeah. Right now, this guy has the biggest stake out of everybody because, you know, because his actual work is to talk about Formula 1 and racing in general. But, yeah. And as you can see, now that we are main drivers, we will be racing 50% race instead of 25. Unfortunately, it's not going to be wet, so, yeah. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to handle the mid-race saves. I'm potentially going to save it on lap 9 and then on lap 18, but yeah. In the meantime, come on. There we go. And it's 1 light, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And we're off in Austria. Okay, good launch off the line. Okay, contact with my teammate as... Whoa! What the fuck happened to you? So we now take 12th. Or not, never mind, 13th, because Copeland has gone past us. There's one of the paddock cars against one of the Demons as Copeland tries to get past Warrington. We go past both. And that's Yalving dealing with Nell, I believe. We're up to 11th. Oh, and the boost thing, that's just, fancy window dressing. I mean, there was like a boost mechanic in the original series, but we're not gonna copy that in this one. So there we go. In the meantime, past Thomas, and we are now in the points. There was actual boost system in the actual series. One for drivers and one for drivers and teams. But since, of course, there's nowhere to replicate it here, at least I don't remember how to replicate it, it's just therefore because window dressing. It doesn't affect my performances whatsoever, so yeah. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to save on lap 9. And then hope to God that... Ooh, in the meantime, I think... Ooh. That's the breaker. Up the 9th. Can we actually make it past Yalving as well? There we go. Well, actually, still side by side. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's Gilson. We're up to 8th. And yes, and as for the main driver, the Southern Cross cars are black and blue instead of white and blue. Shit. As McCarthy gets the new fast lap of the race, we go super slow into the final, shall we call it the Vizioso corner. There we go. In the meantime, Greenhawk has lost 2 positions. We jumped up 14. I mean, we're starting last, so yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, can we make it past Gilson for 7th? Yes, we did. Next up is Toby Ketterer, aka the guy that gave me the car set. And again, special thanks to him. About Rico Mansmiran. This is going to be his very last race in the championship because, oh god, and I go wide, there is Gilson through. I hit this fucking corner and there goes the breaker and the Yalving. So, everything we worked for already deleted. Or maybe not. We're taking the draft of the breaker. Can we make the move stick? The answer is absolutely, although barely. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying about Rico Mansmiran, this is going to be his last race as a driver overall, because what happened is that at one point Rico disappeared off the face of the earth. He basically went radio silent for months, and one day he eventually came back and said, yeah, the reason why I went dead is because number 1, life got horrifyingly busy, and number 2, my dad passed away. So, no, his dad, of course, passed away. My dad, fortunately, is still fine, but yeah. Basically, he had way other problems than this serious, so yeah. And he skipped the entirety of season 11, and eventually returned for season 12, but did only like a couple of races and then dipped out and never came back. So, yeah. And he's going to be replaced by Milos Sanchevsky. Ooh, fuck me. I felt the car slip away. As Gilson defends the position, but he goes wide. Can we take advantage of that? Maybe. And no. Nope. As Malvery takes the new fast lap of the race. Okay. There goes Yalving. We're about to hit our first mid-race save. Assuming, of course, the game allows us to get to that point. Of course, the same place as we did before. And we make contact with Gilson. There goes Yalving, and where are the points? We're out of the points. Another attack by our teammate. Okay, lap number 7. Up next, of course, is Chris Warrington. As we're pulling away from Jake. But yeah, I'm closing up on Warrington, but yeah, lap 8. And yeah, I have to brake like super way too much. Well, you know, I can try and do the for shit. Okay. Freeway battle. 3 wide. And can we make a double overtake? Yes, we can. Up into the points. Eric Moine is up next in one of the GGR cars. Aye. Okay. Of course, Moine will eventually also own his own team in Equim Mistral in like a couple of seasons, and he's still racing and he's still running them. But yeah, and all right. And now let's pause and do our first mid-race save. Oh, up for ongoing. There we go. Back to where we were. Killison leads the race with McCarthy in second, and Greenock, I believe, in third? Don't crash. Thank God. And where were we? And I guess our next pit would be on lap 16. Or lap, no, actually lap 18, sorry, lap 18. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, also forgot to mention that we're finally going to see pit stops in this thing. So yeah. Okay. Okay, never mind. And now looks like we're back at the point of, can't catch up a guy in front, for shit. At least it looks like I can. And nope, I screwed up. There we go. And 10th, 11th, 12th, and maybe even 13th. Yep, 13th and no points. Okay, back to square one. Okay, back to square one. Okay. I'm gonna make it stick. Somehow I did. Up to 12th. Past Thomas. Next up is Jake. And for the ones asking, when did he start working for Autosport? I believe he started working for Autosport the moment people like Glenn Freeman and everybody else left to start the race. I'm going to guess that's around that period. And, god damn it. Yeah, I fucking hit this track. What would you know? I fucking hit this track. And goes Carlos Rodriguez, who, by the way, the guy is still racing. He's still in the current season. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're about to approach, and of course, yellow flag spot. There, it's behind us, so it doesn't matter. And somebody on a DNF, maybe? As O'Brien tries to go past Thomas. There he goes. Nope, Thomas shuts the door and... he's gonna very much dead, but guess what? We're too far away. Okay. No, god damn it. Okay. Okay. Thought the car slide. No, that the car was actually sliding. There goes O'Brien on the inside of Thomas. Thomas shuts down the door. Actually, O'Brien tries it again. Could potentially attempt to move. The answer is absolutely not. And, ooh. There we go, up to 13th. And that's another spot. I have no idea who screwed up. Oh, it was Thomas, I believe. No, never mind. Thomas is ahead of us. Okay. Alright. Make it easy through here. There we go. Alright then. Okay. Of course, me and Thomas at this moment in time, we're both doing double duty. So we're both main and test drivers. But as I stated, test drivers do not get main drivers and do not get points in the test races. Okay. We're about to reach our second mid-save. Right mid-save. Or save mid-race. And allow Rodriguez to potentially open up an attack. And, yep. 14th, 15th, and potentially 16th. So it's going even, so it's actually got even worse. So at this point it's pretty clear that we're not gonna get any points tonight. There we go. One more lap, and we will pitting. There we go. As Horvath tries to go past one of the tries to go past Rodriguez. No, it's not Rodriguez. We counter Rodriguez. We go past. We go through. We are 14th. Oh yeah. Oh god. No, never mind. You know what? We'll be late. We'll be doing a lot later. Doesn't matter. Okay. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Alright. No, you don't. Yeah, I think he's through. I'm afraid he's 100% through. He isn't, somehow. Notice Mirren stays behind us. And now, time for our second mid-race save. Okay. And now let's see if we can actually go back to the until the end of the race. Let's see if we can actually keep up until the end of the race. I doubt it, but let's see. All right, and where were we? Okay. Too much, and ooh, somebody spun, and this time it's ahead of us, so it does matter. But and it's believe one of the it's the Broiker. It's the one out of the Broiker, so out to 13th. Okay. Up to 13th we are. As we're still trying to go past, trying to catch up to Horvath. Okay. But no. Yes, increase the gap. Okay. No, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. And we're out. Well, we're out. That's great. And our first race ends on a failure. We are out. I love this track. But yeah, we're out of the race, and I'm not going to show the rest of it, so... So we started last, and we finished the end. So we started last, and we're not even going to finish the race. That's cool. So of course we're not gonna simulate the rest of the race. We're gonna simulate the rest of the race, and yeah, Kilson pretty much unchallenged. He wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Second is John Maverick. Third is Gary McCarthy. That is Ed Green, Michael Patterson, Daniel Thomas, Eric Monet, Tobias Ketterer, Jack Gallagher, and Charlie Yalving running at the top 10. And please tell me, nope, I was the only DNF. So great. Good to know. So, yeah. Absolute disaster for me. But, yeah. Anyway. So that was my first race as a main driver, and now I have nothing else to say other than nothing else to do other than do the points, do the calculations, and then wrap up the video. So see you later, folks. And thus, John Maverick will keep the lead of the championship, but now Gary McCarthy has closed up the gap to just 10 points. Dean Kittleson with the win jumps up to third. Carlos Rodriguez drops down to fourth. Kari Alainen drops down to fifth. And then it's Pedersen, Greenhalgh, Silvestre, Elliker, Masmiran, Thomas, De Bruyker, Monet, Leg, Warrington, Yalving, O'Brien, Copeman, Ketterer, who's a new point scorer, by the way. He's a new name in the table. Cartwright, Horvath, now, and Gilson running out the point scorers. And yeah, first race, total disaster. And up next, I believe it should be Monaco, so yeah, I might have to do some gimmick for that race because yeah, I am not racing that game. I'm not doing that race with damage on. So yeah, but anyway, this has been it for this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If it's more content like this, hit subscribe and click notification above so you get make sure it drops. And I have nothing else to say other than see you next video, everybody. This Alpha, signing out.